like sidekicks and stuff, and all this wonderful team, and he's just like he's just like really engaged by this and really passionate about Valiant, and Valiant just like it makes me want to pick it up because Valiant has been putting out some really interesting things. Like I really want to start reading Archer and Strongmen.
Archer and Armstrong.
Armstrong, yes. Like, is it just me, or is every young man with short blonde hair looks like 50 Cent? I mean, like not 50 Cent. Eminem. Is it just like every guy with short blonde hair looks like Eminem now?
Yeah.
It's just Eminem. It's ridiculous. But the thing, like Archer and Armstrong, like that, I think I'm gonna get the trade for that because it looks hilarious because an invulnerable drunk guy and an archer together, that's just great.
Yeah. Yeah, but like if you asked me like a year ago, hey, Image and Valiant are doing good, I'd have laughed at you.
That's the same thing. Like a few years ago, if you say, hey, you're gonna love a show about little ponies, I would have stabbed you in the neck with a pencil, and now that pencil would have a little pony on it.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I think Milan, you'd still probably stab the bitch.
Oh, why would it have to be a bitch? Why cannot it be a man?
Well, the man can be a bitch.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. Yeah.
Is MilanJeftic gonna have to choke a bitch?
One of these days, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
I'm a very forgiving person, so we'll see.
Yeah, but yeah, you would not have thought but my all-time favorite independent company is IDW.
Fucking IDW has been doing amazing things with the Ninja Turtles. I mean, god damn it.
Yeah, like they are just like everything they've got so many licensed titles under them.
Yeah.
The ideas they have for them is amazing. Like they've gotten all the rights to the '90s Cartoon Network stuff.
I know, right?
Yeah, so I'm just waiting for them to do like the Powerpuff Girls comics, the Johnny Bravo, and they're all going to not be like one collected story issues. They're going to be like their own comics.
So have you been reading the Adventure Time book series?
Yeah, I have the first volume. And also the Marceline miniseries, but that's about it. I can't afford everything.
Yeah, me, I just go out and just throw my money down the comic book toilet. I'm like, I can't help myself. I'm like, Milan, stop wasting all your money on comic books. And a little part of me goes, like, I can't. They're so colorful and papery.
Yeah, and then you break your voice of reason's neck.
Yeah. Slowly and painfully.
Yeah, like, Milan, no, this is the left side of your brain. We're stopping.
Don't worry.
You tell the Mandula Oblongata what you just saw. Tell him he's next.
The left hemisphere is next. That bastard owes me money.
Yeah. Tell the hypothalamus he's on my list too.
Yeah, the kidneys too. The kidneys, those bastards.
Yeah.
Kidneys are all bastards. See, that's the other thing about IDW. Unlike Hollywood, it doesn't waste good property.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Hollywood is stupid.
IDW is like, you would have never told me that, hey, you're going to see the Martians from Mars Attacks fight the Ghostbusters as Martian ghosts. And I never
even fight Judge Dredd. Fucking, that's badass.
Yeah. And there was also a pitch for an MLP Mars Attacks crossover.
I would buy that.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm, like, there's also been, like, I've heard a thing about a pitch for MLP and Adventure Time.
That's a badass idea.
Yeah, if that actually happens, that would be the #1 for the every month. And there'd be like 30 variant covers. Because let's face it, that's what Boom and IDW are like known for, those variants. So I could definitely see like everyone's going to buy those variants. Because IDW every month it comes out, and the bronies just go out and buy each of their MLP comics.
I do. But the thing is, by the way, I'm a brony. Yes, there's just an endless pit of horribleness to my personality. But anyway, that's not true, by the way. But yeah, I mean, if that were to happen, if Adventure Time and MLP were to cross over, I don't think if they should do it, because if they do, it would cause a rip in the time-space continuum, and that would, in itself, it destroy all existence for eternity.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be worth it, though.
It would be worth it, but just don't make it like 8 issues. Like, make it like the max I'd say is 6 issues long. Don't drag it out like the Doctor Who Star Trek crossover. I'd say and also the only reason I'm not giving shit for the 12-part Mega Man Sonic crossover is that it's coming out in not just like one issues like a Mega Man Sonic story. It's coming out in all their comics.
The weird thing is, Sonic is really popular with the younger kids, like the comics are at least. I mean, people say, "Oh, the extended cast is boring and such." That's only the older people say that, but all the younger kids, like, they love themselves some Sonic comics.
Yeah. Like, I've never read the Sonic comics. It's not that they're terrible. I've actually heard some cool things. Like, in the comics called Sonic Universe, there was a story arc that revolved around Shadow, Rouge, and Omega, and they were kind of like treated like that universe's X-Force.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Say, one question. Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Cool. Wow, that's cool. So yeah, that's a really interesting idea. Sonic X-Force. By the way, I'm reading X-Force as well.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I know that that's all Archie comics, and that's why I'm not giving you shit, but if they did do the MLP Adventure Time crossover, I've already got, like, thought in my head, it's the two universes being blended together by the Magic Man and Discord.
That's badass. Well, let's talk about Adventure Time for a little while.
Alright.
Adventure Time, man. It's fucked up. In the most best... It's like going on... Have you ever tried LSD?
No.
Have you ever been insane?
I've had my psychotic bouts.
Well, me being a schizophrenic, and the thing, I've never taken any hallucinogenic drugs, because I never needed to in my youth. Take that as you will. But, Adventure Time is like the best trip you could ever have, well, best hallucination you could ever have, except as you kept watching, you go like, oh, ponies, and, well, not ponies, but flying rainbow unicorns that shoot things out of it, color out of its horn, and, going on adventures, yay! And then you keep hallucinating, and then you start noticing all the darker things, like, is that a skeleton? Yeah. Oh my, that's a bombed out car. Oh my god, we're in the future, and all those adorable candy people are hideous mutants. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's like, it's a fun post-apocalyptic world. It's like if Fallout 3 happened to the Disney universe.
Oh shit, that's true.
That's actually the best way to describe Adventure Time. If Disney suffered, if the next Fallout 3 game was in the Disney universe.
Oh, then I would buy that game. Oh, that's badass.
But yeah, there's so much fun to it, and there's actually they've been really getting complex with their stories, especially with Ice King. Oh,
the whole Ice King thing. Just everyone that here's a spoiler, but be warned. But
no, they know. If they've seen the show, they probably know.
Oh man, that whole thing with him and Marceline, that's just one giant allegory for Alzheimer's, and it's so fucking tragic. It's like I cried like a little girl. I'm like, I don't care. I'll admit it. I cried, man. When I got it, I'm like, oh, that is so, like, all those times Finn and Jake beat up the Ice King, it's like, now you come to realize, oh, they're just beating up an old crazy man. That's not fun anymore.
Yeah, and it is, like, now that everyone's treating him differently because now they know his secret, and like, Finn and Jake feel bad about beating him up nowadays.
Yeah. That's just heartbreaking, man.
And it's kind of sad, too, because, like, he doesn't know what he's doing is wrong.
Yeah, he's mad. Me being mental, having had mental illness, like, my mind is completely whole, well, not completely whole, but reasonably functional now. I know I have a lot of, obviously, it hits home for me because, I don't know, sometimes I'm afraid what would happen, once I get older, and possibly if I relapse. It's just it hits home, and it's really sad. And I had some, you know, some family members that had suffered from mental illness, and it hits fucking home. It's sad, man. It's fucking sad. Shut up. I ain't crying. I'm a man.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you think of? By the way, like a lot of people have been kind of mixed. Well, actually, no, it hasn't really been mixed. The Adventure Time fan base has really accepted Finn and Flame Princess with open arms.
Yeah, like I bought this like a little black and white Finn and Flame Princess like little book, and yeah, I love Flame Princess. She's adorable.
Yeah, and no, like at first everyone was kind of like on the fence about it, but after a few like 2 episodes, everyone's like, oh yeah, Finn and Flame Princess, we're cool with it.
That's cute. I mean, because they can't kiss because she'll burn his face, but she's been practicing not to burn it. And they're only like on the hugging now, and it's just such a sweet, innocent, prepubescent romance, and it's adorable.
Yeah, and
you just know there's some fan fiction out there focusing on how focusing on their sexual exploits as young
Let's not
adults.
talk about that.
Yeah, all right. But you know it exists.
I know it exists. That's the thing.
It's a sad state of affairs.
Yeah, and also it's kind of funny is that a lot of people like. I think the big reason of why people are kind of accepting Finn and Flame Princess is because the biggest fan pairing is Marceline and Bubblegum.
Obviously.
Because everyone, like, you go to fanfiction, that's the biggest one you'll see between the two. I mean, I think the second highest now, like, it's still Finn and Marceline. But, Marceline and Princess Bubblegum, that's the big one right there. And, they actually make a little hint to it, kind of, in the episode where called "I Remember You," where Ice King says, like, I can have all the hotties, and you can have whatever you're into.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing. Like, I'm a big voice acting guy, and they've actually got a lot of like underground comedians to do some of the voices. And the weird thing, I think the main draw to Adventure Time, colorful, sugary adventure, lightheartedness aside, is that it just the dialogue is so like it's so naturalistic in a witty way,
Yeah.
Sometimes the characters just break out in making funny noises because don't you just break out into funny noises?
Yeah, and it's weird too. 'Cause, like this season, we've had a lot of big guest stars. Like I think, like I freaked out in happiness when I heard Jason Franks as older Finn. Excuse me, not Jason Franks, Jonathan Franks.
Man, I haven't seen that recenter season because, god damn it, phone. But keep talking, I just gotta go answer that damn phone.
Phone troubles. So once again, I'm here by myself, again. Silence. I really don't know what to talk about. I need, nothing really, other than, I guess I can use this time to announce that Milan here, talking on the phone, he's been cast as the Doctor. He gave me a really good performance. He gave me a voice performance, and I liked what he did. We basically went back and forth on one of the scripts, and he gave a very good Doctor voice, almost close to Matt Smith. And I was like, oh, that's a good replacement. So yeah, he is our Doctor. Yay! And still looking for Dipper though for the Doctor Who Gravity Falls crossover. So I'm still looking for a Dipper Pines if anyone's still interested. And yeah, he's also going to be back. Like I said, Milan is also going to be Batman for the Batman Adventure Time crossover. So we have that. Also looking for still people. So and I think Milan is back.
I am back. Sorry about that. Fucking telemarketers. They're so annoying.
Yeah. So you were saying?
Telemarketers. They're annoying. Oh yes, I was saying. What was I saying?
I think you were about to talk about Marceline and Bubblegum.
Oh yeah, that's right. Those two are doing it. Well, they used to do it.
At least I think that's where you left off.
Yeah, no, I think that's what you were talking about. Yeah, there's this weird little, romance thing hinted on Adventure Time with Bubblegum and Marceline. But another thing is just I haven't watched